I want to talk about high limit credit card for $24,000 at least in annual income. So here are top 10 banks that never deny you. Okay, so if you are making at least $24,000 a year, you want to apply at any of the 10 banks I'll be discussing in today's conversation. Of the Awesome Sort of Kiwi Show, how are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk about high limit credit card for $24,000 at least in annual income. Here are the top 10 banks that never deny you. So number 10, we have here Citi Double Up. Our score 7.5 over 10. What we love with this credit card is that you can actually, this is a cashback credit card, okay? You can earn 2% cashback, so 1% when you buy and 1% when you redeem into an eligible Citi Bank deposit account. This is really good. And you can actually also earn $100 cashback in the form of a statement credit when you spend $1,000 within the first 90 days after opening the account. Fantastic. So when we talk about the Citi Double Up credit card, you can earn unlimited cashback, no rotating categories, no caps or limits, as long as your credit card account is open and in good standing. Okay, so in terms of balance transfer, you have 0% intro APR. Balance transfers for the first 18 billing cycles. Think about that, 18 billing cycles. Okay, and after that you have an APR that oscillates from 16.49% to 26.49%. So this is really great. Overall, this is a great card. Okay, if you are making at least $24,000 a year, that's gross income, you could qualify for the Citi Double Up card. Actually, you know the Citi Bank is actually geo restricted, so you have to be in the geography that they cover. Number 9, folks, we have here Truist Enjoy Cash. Our score 7.6 over 10. So with this card, this is also a cash rewards credit card. Okay, you can earn unlimited rewards. Okay, and you can choose how. You can earn 3% cashback on gas and 2% on utilities and groceries with a combined 1,000 monthly spend cap and 1% on all other eligible categories. And you can choose to earn also 1.5% on all eligible purchases. So you have the option to either go with 1.5% just in general, or 3%, 2%, and 1%. Okay, so the card has no annual fee, and you can actually earn a loyalty cash bonus when you redeem it into a Truist deposit account, and you have a 0% intro APR on purchases after account opening for 12 to 18 months, depending on the state you're applying from. So the APR here is kind of decent. You are looking at 15.49% to 24.49%. Number 8, folks, we have here the US Bank Cash Plus. Our score 8 over 10. So if you are making at least $24,000 a year, and you can apply for this card and get approved. Okay, so we are speaking about you earning a bonus that has actually been increased from $150 to $200. Okay, if you sign up today, and the rewards are pretty decent too. You have up to 5% cashback on 2 categories you choose, 2% cashback on one everyday category, and 1% cashback on all other eligible purchases. Okay, you also have 0% APR on purchases and balance transfers for the first 15 billing cycles, and after that you have an APR that oscillates from 16.74% to 26.74%. So we love that. So one thing I want to say here is you have rewards on, you have not only a low intro APR, okay, but you also have rewards on prepaid travel, flexible redemption. You can pay over time, and you earn more cashback all the time. So the categories that I want you to pay attention to, the categories that earn 5% cashback include fast food, home utilities, TV, internet and streaming, department stores, cell phone providers, and electronic stores. But remember, you got to choose 2 categories from the list I just gave you. Number 7, we have Fifth Third Cashback. Our score 8.2 over 10. So when we think about Fifth Third, we want to think about a cashback credit card that allows you to earn cashback on every purchase every time. There are no rotating categories. Okay, this is really good. So with this card, you actually have a straightforward cashback program. Okay, and you can really rack up cashback rewards really quick. Okay, and so you have 1.67% unlimited cashback for every dollar in purchases. No changing categories, no limits, no point expiration, and there's no annual fee. So this is really good. So when you think about this card, the fact that you have no caps, no expiration, no cash, this is really good. And so with the no limits to the rewards you can earn and no expiration date for your points, your earning power really, when you think about it, is unlimited. So you can redeem your rewards anytime without waiting for a points minimum. Okay, you can enroll in automatic redemption, and your points will redeem every time you reach $25 in rewards. So that's just fantastic. Okay, so obviously you got to have a relationship with Fifth Third, okay, to actually qualify. Number 6, we have here PNC Cash Rewards. Our score 8.5 over 10. So when you think about this card, this card has a pretty interesting cashback structure. So basically, you are maximizing your cashback every day. So you earn 4% on gas station purchases, 3% on dining purchases at restaurants, including fast food, 2% on grocery store purchases, and 1% on all other purchases. Okay, and what we love with the PNC Cash Rewards is that cashback is automatic, so there's no need to enroll or track rotating categories to do it for you. This is really good. Okay, so you can really redeem cashback on your own terms. You can redeem anytime you have at least $25 in your PNC Cash Rewards account. Your cashback never expires as long as your account is open. You can get your cash back as a stipend credit or deposited into a qualifying PNC account. So you have the flexibility here. In terms of APR, you have a 0% intro APR on balance transfers for the first 12 billing cycles. Okay, and but you have to make those balance transfers within 90 days after opening the account. Then you have an APR that oscillates from 15.49% to 26.49%. Okay, but again, this is really great. And so you have the constellation of benefits that come with any PNC credit cards. So you have online account tools, PNC security and privacy, zero liability, fraud protection, and PNC Easy Lock. This is just fantastic. Obviously, they also have contactless technology. Okay, dedicated customer service. Fantastic. Number 5, we have Bank of America Unlimited Cash Rewards. Our score 8.7 over 10. So when you think about this card, I want you to think about the gigantic bonus that they're giving you. They're giving you a $200 online cash rewards bonus if you sign up today. Okay, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on all purchases. There's no limit to the amount of cash back you can earn, and cash rewards do not expire, which is really good. On top of that, they have a 0% intro APR for your first 15 billing cycles for purchases and for any balance transfers made within the first 60 days of opening your account. This is really good. And after that, you have a variable APR that ranges from 16.24% to 26.24%. Now, just keep in mind that there is a 3% balance transfer fee. You have to really pay attention to that, but yeah. And when you think about this card, you think about a card that constantly rewards you. You can actually, if you are a preferred rewards member, you can earn 25% to 75% more cash back on every purchase. Okay, so the card details: you earn unlimited cash back, $200 online cash reward bonus. You have a low intro APR, no annual fee. This is really good. Number 4, we have the Wells Fargo Active Cash. Our score 9.1 over 10. So if you are making at least $24,000, this is a card that could actually be great for you. So you can earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases. Okay, and so you can earn a $200 cash rewards bonus when you spend $1,000 in the first 3 months. You have also a 0% intro APR for 15 months from account opening on purchases and qualifying balance transfers. And the APR after that ranges from 17.24% to 27.24%. Okay, now balance transfers made within 120 days qualify for the intro rate and fee. Okay, so overall you can earn 2% cash rewards. That's unlimited. Okay, and there are no category limitations or quarterly activations. And one thing we love with this card is that there are other benefits that you will love. You have a cell phone protection up to $600, okay, against damage or theft. You have security features, Wells Fargo mobile app, zero liability protection, contactless features. You have credit close-up. This is actually a good service that Wells Fargo has that allows you to monitor and raise your FICO score over time. Okay, so this is really good, and you can redeem your cash rewards actually for purchases You can redeem to your account. You can redeem an ATM. You can redeem for gift cards. Number 3, folks, we have here the Key Cashback Card. Our score 9.2 over 10. So with this card, you can actually earn up to 2% cashback on every purchase with no annual fee. Okay, and so the card pays you back on all purchases, not just groceries or gas. So there are no categories or limitations. So this is really good. So when we talk about this card, we are speaking about 1.5% cashback on purchases, 2% cashback for clients who bank and save with Key. So this is important to have a relationship, a banking relationship with Key Bank. Okay, and the card has no annual fee. In terms of intro balance transfer offer, you have a 0% for the first 12 billing cycles on balance transfers made in the first 60 days. Okay, and after that, the APR will actually range from 19.24% to 26.24%. Okay, and the one thing I want to say here is that there are a lot of benefits and features with this card. So actually, you can always earn at least 1.5% cash back. You can redeem your cash back easily. Okay, you can access your FICO score. This is really good, and you have a secure and easy to use card, and you have all the benefits of MasterCard. Fantastic. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about the high limit credit cards that you can get with $24,000 minimum annual income. And I'm just talking to you about the top 10 banks that really always welcome you. Number 2, we have here the Citi Double Cash Card. Our score 9.6 over 10. One thing we love with this card is that you can take advantage of their very high cashback rewards. Okay, so you actually earn cashback twice. So you earn 2% on purchases with a 1% cashback when you buy, plus an additional 1% as you pay for those purchases. Okay, and for a limited time, you can earn a $200 cashback bonus after you spend $1,500 on purchases in the first 6 months of account opening. And the APR is kind of decent too. You are looking at 16.24% to 26.24% variable APR. Okay, and so this is really good. And one thing I want to say here is that when we talk about this card, the Citi Double Cash Card, you can also actually benefit from a balance transfer offer. So you have a 0% intro APR for 18 months. Think about it, 18 months. This is really good. I mean, obviously, the only thing is they do charge a 3% balance transfer fee, okay, with a $5 minimum. So this is kind of but overall, this is a great card. Fantastic. Citi Double Cash. Number 1, the best of the best in our view when it comes to people making $24,000 at least in gross annual income. Chase Freedom Flex. This is the card you want to target. Our score 9.9 over 10. With the card, you actually earn a $200 bonus plus 5% gas station cashback offer. Okay, so you can actually earn 5% cashback on quarterly categories. Now there are spend limits, okay, but you need to activate quarterly. Okay, the card has no annual fee. This is really good, but overall, this is a great card. And one thing I want to say here is that the card has the ability to earn cash back for every purchase, 5%. This is really cool. On up to $1,500 on combined purchases. Okay, but remember, you have bonus categories that you have to activate every quarter. So when we talk about, there are ways that you can earn, there are additional ways that you can earn cash back. You can earn 5% on travel purchased through Chase Ultimate Rewards. You can earn 3% on dining at restaurants, including takeout and eligible delivery service. You can earn 3% on drugstore purchases. You can earn 1% on all other purchases. And you have an intro APR for 15 months from account opening on purchases and balance transfers. And after the intro period, you have a variable APR of 16.49% to 25.24%. So this is really good. I want to have a general conversation with you to close today's conversation. It's really important that if you have, let's say, a low level of income. I mean, 24,000 is high. Don't get me wrong, but it's still considered low when you think about in the grand scheme of things. It's really important to first know why you want to have a credit card, because all these credit cards are really good, but you need to understand what is your spending pattern. Okay, do you want to get a credit card for groceries? Do you want to get a credit card for drugstore purchases? Would you want to get a credit card so you could dine out? You can go to happy hour, just chill and have fun. It's really important to have that, because the card that you get ultimately will actually have a big impact on your ability to build credit, but also enjoy life. Okay, so decide why you want to have a credit card in the first place. Then you want to check your credit score. It's really important, because you want to make sure the credit score actually is it. All of these cards that I just listed today, the average FICO score that they will accept is a 600. In addition to you having a relationship with them, they want you to have at least 600 in FICO score. So you want to be really aware of that. So you want to check your credit score. You can actually check with if you currently are with the bank, the credit card issuer, you want to see first if they have a free credit monitoring system. Okay, a lot of banks have that nowadays, so you can check your FICO score all the time. And then I want you to shop around for the best credit card offers, and preferably you want to pre-qualify. So if the credit card issuer has let's say a soft pull process on their website, you want to systematically and reflexively choose the soft pull. That way you can gauge your odds even before applying for real. Okay, and make sure that you read the fine prints. If you decide to go through the whole process and they qualify you and you get the credit card, make sure you are comfortable with the fine prints. A lot of folks just focus on the credit limits. They think it's great, they have a lot of money, but it's not your money. You got to think about things like grace period. You got to think about your APR. You have to think about all the constellation of fees they're charging you. Those are important elements, and you want to apply for the best credit card for your needs. Okay, this is why I was just telling you earlier, you need to decide why you want to have a credit card in the first place. You want to make sure the credit card actually fits your needs. This is really important. Let me give you a few pro tips. If you want to actually, let's say, you want to estimate your chances of getting approved and save yourself a credit inquiry, you need to actually make sure that you are old enough for a credit card. Okay, so depending on the state you're applying from, or depending on the criteria that the credit card issuer has, it can be either 18 or 21 years old. That's the minimum. So if you decide to apply for a credit card, make sure that you are of age, of legal age. Okay, you need to think about your income levels too. So in this conversation, I was talking to you about the minimum income being $24,000. Obviously, the better. I mean, the more, the better, right? So, but $24,000, that's minimum. So we are speaking about $2,000. That's gross income minimum on minimum that you need to have. So that's pre-tax income. Okay, make sure that you're constantly working your credit history. So when we talk about credit history, this is not just your FICO score and everything else. We are also talking about, in relationship to your credit history, we are speaking about your check system file, your banking history. Okay, those two are important, because banks are not going to accept you as an account holder and even give you a credit card if you have a bad relationship with other banks. So this is one thing I want you to think. I want you to simultaneously think about your FICO score, but also your check system record if you have one. Okay, make sure that you're also reducing the amount of debt that you carry. We are speaking about making sure that your DTI is very low, very important. Your CUR is very low, very important. So your DTI, that's your debt to income ratio, right? That's the criterion that actually gauges your debt relative to your income to see whether you are actually, living within your means or beyond your means. Your CUR is actually, it means basically how much money you keep open on your credit card and other revolving lines of credit compared to the limit that you currently have. So you need to think about it. And the thing here, if you want to increase your chances of being approved, get a co-signer. If the credit card issuer allows you to co-sign your credit card, then get a co-signer. If you believe that your income level or FICO score are not sufficient to actually qualify or pre-qualify you, seek help, from a relative, and you can even think about getting a secure credit card. In other words, you can save up a security deposit so you can get a secure credit card. Before I do the recap, please check our credit card evaluation approach. We have a strong method on this show when it comes to evaluating categorizing and listing credit cards. Check this out. All right, let me quickly recap to this conversation. So I was talking to you about high limit credit card for $24,000 annual income, the top 10 banks that never deny you. Chase Freedom Flex, that's number one, 9.9 over 10. Number two, we have the Citi Double Cash, 9.6 over 10. Number three, we have the Key Cashback, 9.2 over 10. Number four, we have the Wells Fargo Active Cash, we have 9.1 over 10. Number five, Bank of America Unlimited Cash Rewards, 8.7 over 10. Number six, we have the PNC Cash Rewards, 8.5 over 10. Number seven, we have Fifth Third Cashback, 8.2 over 10. Number eight, we have US Bank Cash Plus, 8 over 10. Number nine, we have Truist Enjoy Cash, 7.6 over 10. Number 10, last but not the least, we have Titi Double Up, 7.5 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.